Hey, this is Big Papa Pump Scott's Diner, and you're listening to Shoot the Shit.
Nick fucking Gage. I represent the Murder That Kill gang. You're watching Shooting the Shit, and if you're not watching Shooting the Shit, I'm probably in your house robbing you. So watch that shit, or I'll rob your motherfucking house. MDK all fucking day.
The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
That's what she said. Ladies and gentlemen, while we have technical difficulties here,
There we go.
it's the start of the new year. Wow, he
better.
sounds crisp.
That's crystal
good?
clear, man.
Better?
Yeah, fuck yeah, you're good, bro. Yeah.
It's
Sound
like
great.
you're right next to me.
Now you got to do some good points the rest of the night because everybody's gonna hear every fucking thing you say. So
Oh my
don't be half-assing it, man. Bring it.
Oh, we always know Joey King full asses everything.
Yeah,
That's right. Gentlemen, it is 2024, surprisingly. We are in the new year. First episode of this new year. How we feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good, Jufro. How are you?
Feeling great, man. It's all 2% Jew is in the fro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, so it's
I'm
just
saying
2%
that. I
today?
know that.
Hmm.
No, it's always been
Yeah.
2% Jew. Yeah,
It's always
never
been 2%
swayed
Jew,
from that number.
Nope.
I thought it was 27%.
Oh no. It's
No, dude,
everything else.
It is precisely attached to his penis.
Precisely.
You know, that's
Which has got to be rough, man, to have only a 2-inch dick and still have a hood. That's got to be rough. I'm just saying.
Just little pig,
Like,
pig in a blanket.
do you right? Do you slide the hood off and do you slide the hood back and let it wink at him, big guy? Is that what you do?
people love pigs in the blanket. Number one, and people love
pigs in a blanket by the plateful, baby, motherfucker.
Oh my
It's
god!
It's not about the size of the pig in the blanket.
It's about the size of the pig in the fight.
Oh Jesus!
I hate all of you guys, man. It's a brand new year. We're starting with dick jokes again. How about
Can't
this?
direct him at any individual person.
Oh yeah, we can't talk about. I think one of my favorite. What was it? It was Anaconda Jones or something. But
My favorite's still Kurt Dangle.
That's what I
Kurt-
was going to say. I thought it was Kurt Dangle was the
Kurt
one.
Dangle's still my favorite. Yeah,
if
Dude,
we
I
could
also have a preference of Hacksaw Jim Luggin.
yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one too. Yeah.
Total package.
look,
I just think Kurt Dangle's gonna make a
the
great.
total package.
I think Kurt Dangle's gonna make a great T-shirt one day.
Dude.
Kurt Dangle is it though. That was probably my peak right there.
If we can
Oh,
get
dude,
the
yeah.
rights to
That
the
was
Kurt Angle,
That was
meme,
full erection Joe right there, dude. That was you at your like stiffest for sure.
If we
Like
can,
porn star hard.
if we can get the Kurt Angle meme face for a shirt and make that bitch say Kurt Dangle, we'd sell those
dude.
motherfuckers.
Yeah,
man.
it's still
Just-
the fuck out of that shit.
Fucking amazing.
I'm starting to think we should just start our own T-shirt company, and then maybe one day we'll own a wrestling.
It worked out so good for AEW.
It's worked out so good. They got advertising and TV. And,
Yeah, everything but wrestling. The wrestling's coming.
I mean, it'd be a perfect
day.
place for a wrestling show.
Yeah, that's sports based. Like this tournament they had. Anyway,
Yeah.
Wow.
New Year's resolutions, guys. I want to hear. Did anybody commit to doing anything different this year?
I am taking a break from drinking.
All right.
A
I'm
break.
gonna-
That's not a resolution.
A break.
That just means I got
You're gonna
I'm
do
gonna-
Daddy got in a little
gonna-
trouble last weekend.
I like
Time to cut it back. Yeah, getting a little too far out there.
I'm gonna
Problem started.
recommit myself to dropping some weight.
Well, I mean, it's only gonna drop from one area, Dennis, and by God, it's
Yeah.
already what 22 inches and 15 pounds.
And the ground.
And we're not talking
ground's
about
gonna
my
shake when
stomach
it
either.
happens, baby.
Yeah.
Dennis is committing to giving up
All
the girth certificate this year.
The girth certificate. Well, if you lose weight, the problem is it gets bigger. You know that,
Is
right?
that necessarily a problem?
Well, it's going to be for you because you're going to look like a fucking tripod.
Throw that shit in the seat next to him and ride the HOV lane.
Be at wrestling shows, just leaning over, and people are like, look at that guy leaning, but there's no rail. What's he doing?
Kickstand.
So you mentioned about new shirts coming out. I just wanted to give you guys an update. We had someone buy a couple of shirts recently, so thank you. But we are currently at 19 shirts sold. We need 6 more.
Holy shit! Which one of our family members is going to buy next?
Let's not announce that we've only sold 19 shirts in almost a year.
Hey man, we're doing better than people who have sold no shirts in a year.
You're supposed to say shit like they're flying off the rack and keep buying them. We don't. We sold 19 in 18 months.
We can't keep the bitches.
We've been saying keep buying our t-shirts, and we sold 19 of them.
You're still the fucking kid who, like, you hold up your fucking Christmas presents for somebody to take a picture of you, don't you? I feel like you are. That's what you are right there. And you know what? Here, let's do this because we haven't started this show yet. So yeah, my New Year's resolution, same fucking asshole. Let's start the show.
Let's do it.
Well. Brand new year, as much things change, they always stay the same because once again, everybody told their resolutions and was ready to start the show. So fuck me, right? God, I hate it here.
Hey, you're the one that hit the button.
Sorry.
You're the one that hit the button.
Well, after 3 of the started, let's go. Let's get it rolling.
I never said.
You have to understand. I'm only half listening. I don't know.
He's true.
Jovan, what is your New Year's resolution?
It's true. Yes, sir. Please tell us.
My New Year's resolution is to get in more than 5 minutes every week on this show. That's first. No. Honestly, seriously, my New Year's resolution is going to be just to be better. And whatever that means, man. Do better. Either
that's a good one to have, brother.
Do better in the way I'm eating, do better in the way I cook shit for myself, do better in getting outside and doing shit. Just I'm gonna be better in 2024.
Good, man. That's a good one. I like that.
I like that too.
Like that a lot. Everybody had a good one. And Joe's is good because we know he can stick with it.
Yes,
so that's a win, brother. That's a win.
Consistency, really.
Yeah.
He's used to not letting himself down.
It's the most important thing, for sure. All right, man. What are we talking about, stupid or otherwise?
Joey K sets realistic goals for himself.
That's what you got to do. Don't shoot for the stars when you can achieve.
Did you guys see?
Don't shoot for the stars when you can just walk to the bar, baby. Let's go.
What are you?
One of my Christmas gifts.
Aww.
Look
at you.
Yeah.
That's so precious, and you got the hat to match.
I've had the hat. I just put this on for Jovan because I know he hates him, and I like to hold the mirror. As all great civil rights leaders, I like to hold a mirror up to hate.
I don't hate him. Let's not be
see how serious I got there,
here.
Dude.
Yeah,
that was like Lance Storm serious.
Yeah,
thanks, buddy. That's where I was
striving for that.
Thank you.
It reminds me of a joke that I heard.
Oh boy.
But I'll have to tell you guys this joke off of the recording because I don't want us to get canceled. There's a lot of iffy people nowadays.
Well, dude, I don't think we got enough people watching us to get canceled. I mean, we've only sold 19 fucking shirts.
We've only sold 19 shirts. Buy your shirt now. Be number 20. Come on. What are you waiting for?
Come on, man. Yeah, number 20.
Yeah. Lucky number 20. You know, I hear if you buy number 20,
we can release some more shirts that'll take 3 years to sell. So that'll be awesome.
That nobody can buy. You know, maybe if we do live events, we'll be able to take our shirts and people will buy.
See, I tell you what we should do, and here's if we're really wanting to follow a plan where we make some money, the next shirt we should release should be the 5-star trivia machines, because you know that he will buy the fuck out of that shirt and just give it to people. So
Merry
everywhere
Christmas,
he goes, he can be like, dude, that guy's wearing my shirt. Look at that. Just walk into a wrestling show and hand the shirt off to somebody.
So
put it on and then go take a picture with him, because like he just pretended like he showed, oh my God, he's wearing my shirt.
Every listener from all these independent promotions in Chicago will have a DDJ shirt for a walkout at least once.
Yeah, because he'll be handing them bitches out 10 at a time, baby. He'll just be throwing them in the audience.
Well,
here, boss, catch.
When I do release that 5-star shirt, of course, I'm getting one for myself. I'm getting one for Matthew. So
there's 2.
Can't wait for him to get beat up in school. That's great.
Oh, look to yourself.
Nerd. Done.
He touches that boy, I'll kill him.
Your dad watches wrestling?
I'll walk right into that 5th grade class. What grade's Matthew in?
3rd.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
I'll walk right in that classroom and start kicking your little asses. Don't fuck with that boy.
Thank you, Sean.
Fuck with him.
Sean's
his life's hard
son.
enough. Look at his.
Dude, I didn't say I was going to go
fuck
beat him
you.
up for being a nerd. His life's hard enough. That's great. That's fucking great.
I'm just kidding, dude.
Damn, you're an asshole.
I love you. I love you, dude. You know
I love you too,
and I love Matthew. He's a good boy. He's such a good kid.
It's all good fun.
Sober wolf is no fun. He's angry wolf.
And he's only gonna get the nerd punishment for wearing DDJ's shirt.
Oh yeah.
If he rocks the Premier shirt, he rocks the Premier shirt. It's just nothing but like money and bitches all day.
Dude, he's in 3rd grade. He ain't thinking about money and bitches.
He better not be.
He's thinking about Tonka trucks and candy.
Sure about that?
He'll have 3rd grade.
Dude, look. He's what, 3rd generation day? And we know what his dad's walking around with. Do we really want to encourage that? Come on,
look, man.
Gator don't take no shit.
It's like a double barrel. Fucking 3rd grade. It's like a double barrel shotgun. We don't want to hurt nobody getting hurt.
Look here.
That's bad. Okay, we gotta stop. DDG, I can't believe they're talking about Matthew like this, dude. That's so cool.
He's gonna have 3rd graders from Philly in his DMs talking about, hey, so is Matthew single?
Yeah, right.
The Philly girls.
Uncle Wolf loves you, buddy.
You know what, man? Hey, I'll fight some kids for him too. Fuck it. I ain't above fighting kids.
Jovan.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'll roll them little fuckers up. Don't think I won't do it either. Ain't my kids.
We could go in there looking like
oh my god.
Sean, we could go in there looking like the damn Legion of Doom on them little bitches.
Oh, dude. Dude.
No, it only took us 100.
Tell them about it, Hawk.
It only took us 117 episodes to get to talking about hurting kids. Great.
Hey, you think a kid could take a doomsday device?
Problem that society needs to focus on, man. What's that, dude?
How many kids can we get in a doomsday device?
Oh, fuck, man. I can put 3 on my shoulder. I'm telling you.
There you go.
We could probably stack 6 years, dude.
Yeah.
We'll put 3 on each shoulder. I'll take fucking 6 of them little bitches out.
You could jump off of the merry-go-round or off the fucking slide and
dude,
be done.
I'll come off that slide. I'll slide down that bitch like the Silver Surfer.
Oh shit! The Sober Surfer.
That old man just broke his hip. The Sober Surfer. That old man took out 6 kids and broke his hip.
That guy, he died.
What? While he was yelling Silver Wolf.
No, he's moving. He's moving. He's Silver Wolf.
Oh my.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, I missed you fucker so much, man. I'm so glad we're back.
It's
Yes.
great. We take a week
All
off.
right,
and
dude.
we're
What we
out
talk
there.
about? Stupid. Let's go.
You
What
know,
we
it
talking
came
about,
out,
stupid or otherwise? Let's go.
came out around Christmas time, and we've all seen it. The Iron Claw movie, the awesome story of the Von Erichs. I know all of us here really enjoyed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna give you guys a moment here. Let's not be wrestling fans when we break down the movie. Meaning, don't pull a full DDJ. Well, it actually happened on January 3rd of 1984.
Yeah.
No, let's give it a
You
little
know what?
grace.
You know what? In my defense,
That-
when it comes to world class, I can't really act like it because I don't know world class like say you and Silverwolf do. So
Let's let's give it a little grace with the timelines, but the movie as a whole is what we'll be hitting on. So who wants to give their little breakdown of what they liked and maybe one or two things that you didn't like as much?
the following segment contains spoilers for the Iron Claw. Please fast forward to 44 minutes and 55 seconds if you do not want the movie spoiled. Sean, I'd say you go first since you're the savant.
Well, I don't know about that, dude. I just watched a lot of wrestling when I was a kid. I for one, it was, man, it was good. Yeah, I was really, really happy with it. Especially just the mostly the intricacies of the Von Erich family and the brothers, and you know, I mean, it did depict how close those boys really were, and they were. And then, you know, their relationship with Fritz, which was, you know, which we all, you know, anybody that knows the history of that kind of knew that's the way it was. But to actually see it, you know, on film and with the script, the wording, and the things that he said, like, you know, there was a couple things in there that I didn't know, which, you know, I was happy about, because there was a part of me that was hoping, man, like, I hope this just isn't some, you know, polished version of what happened, because, you know, we all know how it ended. And to be really honest with you, I basically posted and said, hey, if anybody wants to go, I'm going. And a friend of mine who runs a nonprofit here in Kankakee, who builds beds for kids who don't have beds. So that's what they do. They go and they put beds together and give kids new beds, mattresses, bedding, and stuff like that. So he actually jumped on and said, hey, I'll go. And he's not a wrestling fan, never has been, but he's seen the previews of the movie and he was interested in it. So his name's Tim. Thanks for going with me, Tim. I appreciate it. Not that you'd watch the show, but if you do, you know, I'm glad you went, man. It was a good time. But, you know, it was fun going with him and kind of talking to him a little bit. There was like 30 minutes of previews for that movie, dude. So we had a long time to talk before it actually got started. But I did apologize to him, because, man, it got pretty dark.
Yeah.
about halfway through. So I told him, I was like, next time, bro, we'll see a comedy. I promise we'll see something a little lighter.
Yeah.
But I was happy with it, man. I mean, it was a really good story. I mean, other than the obvious stuff, like, you know, Carrie Von Erich's character being way too short and all that little stuff that I could nitpick apart and everything. But, you know, I thought it was a well-told story, man. And I mean, I thought it was pretty accurate. From what you know, from the information that I know and that I've studied. And, you know, I mean, there was a couple parts, dude, I'm not going to lie, grown man in the theater at the end there. I'm assuming most people that are wrestling fans have seen it. So you know, and you can ask these three, I could give a shit about spoilers. I don't really care. But that last scene where, you know, they're out there on the lake and David and Michael are there and Jack shows up, dude, that it tore me up. I'm not gonna lie. I was wiping away tears.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, it's a tragic tale, but I'm glad that it was a story that was told. You know, there's you can make that movie 3 hours long. You're never gonna do that justice. There's just no way in the world, unless you were there, and I've said it numerous times. Unless you were there or watching it live when it was happening, you'll never understand just how big those boys were. And shout out to Zac Efron, man. I mean, dude, what a great job of playing that character. he really did embody what I feel like Kevin Von Erich was and who he was. And there's a reason why he's the last one standing, man. That's a very strong, very tough individual who loves his family very much, obviously. And, you know, shout out to Zac Efron, dude. He legit was the only one who even come close to looking like a pro wrestler in that movie. And there were pro wrestlers in the movie. So I was real impressed with what he did and all the work that he done. So, and just a quick add-on, I was reading some stuff. I think it was on Facebook the other day, and because of the success of the Iron Claw, they've already approached the Guerrero family about, you know, a possible biopic about Eddie Guerrero. So, you know, I hope that this is something that opens the door, because there's, you know, I mean, the obvious ones are Hogan and Flair and all that bullshit. And I think we know those two guys. They've done that shit to death. And we'll go see them if they come out. I know I will. And I'm not even a Hogan fan, but I'll go watch that movie. But, you know, to get these stories like Eddie's, and even, you know, even Chris Benoit, you know, there's interest in it, and people will go see it, you know, as long as it's done tastefully and accurately. You know, what do you guys think?
Kevin Sullivan did it.
Oh, here we go.
For fuck's sake, dude.
Dude, he was so serious when he said it too. I almost went nuts. All right.
No,
what do you guys think?
So you know, like going into it, obviously we knew what to expect because it was based on a true story. So you weren't going to see anything radically different. So I mean, you knew they were going to tackle, you know, David Von Erich dying, you know, basically the Von Erich curse, you know, Kerry killing himself and stuff. But it's just the way they executed everything and they portrayed it all on the screen really just was, you know, just well done. And you gave a shout out to Zac Efron, you know, which I'm going to second that. But one guy that I really want to give a shout out to is Holt McCallany, who played Fritz. I thought he did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, he really did, man.
Like, he looked like Fritz. He sounded like, based on what I know about Fritz, I mean, he like, I don't think they could have done a better job with the casting with the casting they did for that and stuff.
Yeah, it definitely was a choice that made up for some of the other casting that was done.
Yes.
You know,
yeah,
Ric Flair.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
You know,
would have rather had Jay Lethal and Whiteface. Flair.
Jay Lethal would have done a much better job.
Jay Lethal, fuck. Jay Lethal and Whiteface. Jesus Christ.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. That wouldn't even take me out of the movie as much as that Ric Flair took me out. Like, he just was. It was the promo.
It was
the promo was awful.
Promo. The woo.
Walk the aisle.
Yeah.
Woo.
It was so.
And dude, that hair, that wig, whatever it was he was wearing, they couldn't find a guy that just had long blonde hair and style it like.
I feel like
Jane Fonda.
Oh my god, it looked like a cartoon character came to life.
I feel like they were like, all right, you're gonna play Ric Flair, so give me a Ric Flair interview that day on the set. And he was like, yeah, got you, no problem. Yeah. And he's never seen Ric Flair and doesn't know who that is. Like, it was so
who played
awful.
Rick? Who was the
Let me see if I can look that up real quick here. But while I'm God, yeah.
Ham and egger.
But going back to
Rick was just like, I didn't look like that. I don't talk like that.
But kind of going back to my thoughts on the movie, like, that was my one complaint was the Ric Flair casting. Everything else was just phenomenal. And I think, I don't remember if I told Javon this or if I put it in the chat or something, but that ending with, you know, after Kerry committed suicide, which, first off, when Kevin went after his dad after Kerry killed himself, and you said you were supposed to protect him, that started just the emotions that overtook me that last part of the movie, because that was rough.
You guys are just all about fucking spoiling this. So
hey, it's been a while. People should
put a fucking disclaimer up before this episode and says, hey, if you haven't seen the Iron Claw, don't fucking listen to this or watch it.
Or skip between this part.
Yeah, skip from like whatever.
I can skip the whole fucking thing. This is going off in the shit land anyway.
Yeah, way to boost the show there.
I do what I can.
But
I don't give a shit
just
about
like
spoiling
that,
stuff, man.
But that, and then just when they go to the scene, like, you know, where Carrie's
I really don't
go into the lake, you know, and he sees his brothers. He sees David, who had and I don't know if you guys caught this. He had the NWA title on him,
the NWA world title on him. Yeah,
that was just got me. And then when they showed Mike, and then when they showed Little Jack Jr., like he was meeting his older brother for the first time, that got me. Like, that was it. I was done after that. Like, I just was.
Yeah.
And I mean, and I
don't know who came up with that shit, but they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
It impacted me so much that, like, I had to wait like 5 minutes after the credits rolled just to get to compose, because it took me that long to compose myself, just so I, you know, leaving the theater, you know, so I can go in my car, go back home and stuff. But I've never had a movie that got me as emotionally like this one did. And like, I was shaking thinking about it for probably the rest of the day, just because of that one part at the end. But I mean, all in all, great movie. Much like we were talking about earlier, I really hope there's a director's cut or an extended version, because I mean, granted, you can't tell everything, you know, the whole story, you know, including everything in that time that they're given. But I would love to see if there was more to it and stuff, because I mean, there's some things, you know, that they glossed over with and stuff. But you know what? Like, all in all, it didn't take away from my experience enjoying the movie. And one other shout out I want to give to is the guy that they got to play Harley Race. I thought he did a really good job as well.
Harley was great.
So,
yeah, he really was. Yeah,
he was great, dude.
Yeah. So, all right.
Perm could have been a little bigger.
I thought.
Carly had a big perm, dude.
Sucked. I think the movie sucked, man.
You're lying ass.
Oh man,
Joey's like, they put this Dallas movie. They put this Dallas movie in Philly. What is this bullshit?
It's fucking garbage. Fucking Texas bullshit. No, I thought the movie, as a film, it was fantastic. It's not an easy watch. No. It's not an easy watch. It's not like one. It's not a movie you're gonna put on as like, this is one of my favorite movies, so I'll watch it whenever I feel like. It's gonna be one of those. It's a really great movie that I love, but I can't really watch it often because that shit is dark.
Yeah, dude, it's heavy. It's heavy.
I know people were a little uproar about, you know, well, Chris wasn't in it. But man, like, how much more tragedy do you want in a fucking 2 hour and 12-minute movie?
Yeah,
I think even it came out that I even think the director came out and said the reason why they didn't put Chris in the movie because of that it was depressing enough. Like, I remember seeing
it was so heavy. Yeah, dude.
It was already as heavy as it was.
Chris was kind of the saddest one, dude. He was like 21. He was just a kid.
Yeah, he was the youngest
kid.
Yeah.
All he wanted to do was be like his brothers, man. That's it. That's all he ever wanted.
Yeah, that shit was it was so top loaded with, and going into it, if you know anything about it, you know how top loaded it is. You're gonna see Kevin go through losing 3 of his brothers. And like that alone. You want to watch a movie and watch Kevin go through 4 of his brothers? Like, fuck, man. Like, that shit is real tough. Yeah, I think, I mean, universally, if there's shitty spots to it, the Ric Flair, you know, if you're any type of wrestling fan, you know who Ric Flair is. You've heard some shit. He's so ingrained in pop culture. So to have somebody that is so terrible at delivering a version of Ric Flair, it's jarring and takes you out of it for a few minutes. However, I'll say that the one redemption was the second part with Ric Flair, that post match with Ric Flair when he walked into the locker room. I was like, good. Okay. I was like, that's Ric Flair.
That's Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'll say that was at least a redeeming quality there. And honestly, kind of did look like Flair in fucking, 84. In the ring, kind of the way he moved. I was like, okay, I'll give him that,
Yeah.
But the fucking promo was dog shit. I didn't have a problem with the cast. In fact, the kid who played David, I think out of anybody who looked the part,
nailed it.
Very much so looked like David.
Yeah.
Even and as far as performance wise though, Zac Efron was fucking amazing as Kevin.
That's probably the best acting job that kid's ever done.
Even better than Baywatch.
I've seen some of his serious movies. He's good in serious roles, but this was like a whole fucking, a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And Jesus Christ, how about when he fucking takes his shirt off at the opening,
dude,
and he gets in the ring, and you're like, God damn! I'm like, he is fucking jacked to the gills.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what their fucking Deca budget was on set, but goddamn, the kid knows how to program. I'm gonna tell you that. Like he fucking he can cycle with the best of them, but the way he looked in the ring, was fantastic. The way he looked in the ring was fantastic. Also, I did love the guys who, and they were so briefly in it. The guys who played the Freebirds. That definitely, like, there was spots in there that really, I was like, oh, that really looks like the Freebirds and the Von Erichs. Like, it was real good.
Yeah.
The Harley. I mean, the guy played Harley was fantastic. Yeah, and Holt McConney, if that's how you pronounce it, I don't remember. But either way, him as Fritz. I fucking loved him in Mindhunter.
Yeah,
like he was
really good.
I fucking loved him in Mindhunter, and then to see him as Fritz, I was like, Jesus Christ, he fucking killed it. Like I
totally killed it. Yeah, he really did.
Because the stories are there. How hard Fritz was on the boys, like the kind of guy he was. I mean, he was a fucking carny to his kids. Like let's call it what it is. And
dude.
And he just really fucking hit that home.
Yeah.
There's a few scenes in that movie that just really fucking got me. One you guys haven't said, when the mom was staring at the dress on her bed, and I was like, God damn, like I can't even.
Yeah, dude.
I can't even fucking put that into any type of perspective of like, you're doing this again. You're doing it again. Obviously you guys both said it already, and I'm not a huge fan of spoilers here, but the boat scene was not, the boat scene to me was super unexpected. I didn't see that one coming.
I didn't either.
And then I was like, oh, they're gonna do this. I was like, they're fucking doing this. And then they did it. And I'm like, God damn it, man. Like, that was tough.
Dude, I think
and
I think that it was go ahead. I'm sorry.
The final scene, Kevin and the boys, the twins. And it's just like, he's like, and it's great because I did actually go back, because I never actually watched the whole thing, but I watched the WCCW documentary on the network or Peacock now. But I went back and watched it, and I was like, God damn, there it is. Kevin doing the interview saying, I used to be a brother, but I'm not a brother anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Them putting that in there, and then reading Carrie's suicide note.
Oh,
and I was like, motherfuck, man. I mean, Michael's note was tough, but Carrie's note, they even mentioned in the documentary, and I do remember seeing that in the documentary from before too, where I can't remember who was talking. I think Michael Hayes was actually saying something about Carrie's note, like, we heard there's a note, and supposedly it said, I'm going to be with my brothers or whatever. And then hearing that read on film was like, God damn. It was dark, but it was fantastic. I don't know. I don't
How
know
you do
a
that
fucking
story differently.
Yeah, you can't, and honestly, it probably should win some fucking awards because it was that good. And that's not because it's pro wrestling. It's not because, wrestling
it's a
fans
movie.
or anything.
It's a damn good movie.
Just on the film alone, it was that fucking good that like they deserve some credit for that.
I think it's so good that non-wrestling fans who know nothing about them would watch that and be like, God damn, that was a good movie.
100%.
Which is what they should be shooting for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think they did. I think they hit it out of the park as far as that goes, because I think anybody who, you can get into just like a family drama type thing scenario. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch this movie, and you see it, and you'll be like, God damn, like I'm gonna go back and watch more. Like maybe they'll catch that documentary about WCCW. Maybe they'll like do whatever. But it's definitely worthy, man. It is a great film.
I'm going to say this, man. You guys have hit a lot of good things about the movie. A lot of things that, of course, were some misses. All in all, it's a great fucking film. Me and my, most of my entire family. I think only Dad was the only one who wasn't able to join us that night. But we had a whole row, like seat 1 to seat 18. We only had maybe one chair empty.
Well, you had a family reunion at the movie theater?
Yeah, he took the whole
dude. We took the whole family,
bro.
That's
my
awesome,
aunts,
man.
my grandmother, my mom.
What did Mama Tuhati think about it?
Yeah, what did your mom think of
it,
bro? Because she's a hardcore WCCW
my mom
fan.
And my aunts, my mom's youngest sister, was kind of remembering a lot of the stuff as the movie was going, and because she didn't really continue watching after Grandma got out of Wrestlers. That's the way to put it. But
that's the way to put it.
Got out of Wrestlers.
Yeah, got out of the bail bondsing in Dallas. But anyway.
So your grandmom was a ring rat. That's really great.
Dude.
No, she was a bail bondsman.
No.
Yeah. She only got like 1 or 2 out, and she was with one. Just one.
Just one.
Yeah,
just one.
Anyways.
One that you love you, Grandma.
One that's public knowledge, dog. Here's the kayfabe days, buddy.
Naughty wrestling grandma.
Oh my
you know what?
Joking. We're all
joking. We love you.
But she even watched it, dude. She watched it. She liked it a lot. I think for her and my youngest aunt, when they saw the Sportatorium from the outside, when they did the outside shot, it blew them away. They were just like, I can't believe they captured how it looked. Like it looked so good. I know when they were talking about the Von Erichs, everybody, we were talking amongst ourselves. They're like, "Oh, do you remember that?" One key thing is they felt like they should have showed some of the bigger matches, giving it maybe a little ring time. They're like, they didn't show anything of the world title match with Rick. They were like, that should have been showed. You needed to show Texas Stadium, drive it home with how many people were there, because they were there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. They were.
That is awesome.
My uncle, who married into the family, just so you guys know, he's not from Texas. He's a Washington guy who came down into Texas late in his teens. So he kind of got the end of the Von Erichs. Turned to me and he was like, dude, Kerry didn't have a foot. And I'm like, yeah, when he got to the WWF, he didn't have a fucking foot, bro.
Yeah.
Like he was faking it. I was like, that was.
Which is crazy because he was still so good.
Yeah. Yeah. And my uncle was like, well, how can nobody tell? And I'm like, dude, he just worked it. Like you saw in the movie. He just fucking drilled it until you couldn't tell.
Well, they did say he would show up in his wrestling boots.
Yeah. And my aunt, broke it down. She goes, you could tell a little bit. She goes, because when he used to do his lariat, she's like, he used to just hop real quick, do the spin and hit it. She said in the WWF, when he was the Texas Tornado, you could tell he had another little hitch to it.
Yeah.
And some of his bigger moves, she's like, even when he locked up, she's like, I can remember when he locked up, he didn't used to really hit the stomp. She goes, he stomped when he didn't have the foot.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, she was breaking down.
Yeah,
Carrie.
breaking it down. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And mom was sitting there and she was just thrown back. And as everything was going, she's like, oh, the romance between Kevin and his wife was something that no one really talked about, like how it started. So she liked that storyline. I know she was upset that we didn't get to see any of Jack Jr. She was upset that they didn't do anything for Chris. Because she said that builds the story. You know, you don't just start the curse where they started it.
Yeah.
So she's like, you know, it kind of builds into this is why these boys thinks they're cursed. It's not just they're crazy, and it's not just that, you know, the family name change. Like it started with their oldest brother.
Yeah.
And they do kind of allude to Jack a little bit, of course, when Kevin's wife is like, oh, you've got older brother syndrome. And he's like, I'm not the oldest. You know, my older brother died. But they didn't really get into it.
Yeah.
But no, she was all into it, man. I know the whole row, like we were sitting through the credits, like Dennis said, trying to compose ourselves. And unfortunately, in the family, some of the cousins, you know, some of the lady cousins that were there with us are big into their feelings, and they never really knew the Von Erichs because they're old, they're younger, and that boat scene kicked them like a damn drop kick in the face. And you know, Mama Too Hotty's like, hey, everybody, photo. We're going to take a photo of everybody, the whole fucking row. And you've got me trying to clean off my tears so I don't look like a bitch. And my uncle's over there like this. And then right next to him, my cousin, his daughter is just fucking full on bawling. And she's not stopping. I'm like, yeah, dude, we're not taking the photo from this end back because she's just fucking gone.
Yeah.
But it was great, dude. I think the only slight miss I have, slight miss, is I wanted to see more in ring because Zac Efron, the small parts that he did, he looks good,
dude.
You could tell that dude could probably go.
And I think he's come out to said he wants to maybe give it a shot, you know, one time or something.
All right, so I mean, I don't want to go super more long because we've already talked about this for like half hour, but there was a couple things that really stuck out to me that I didn't know, like the whole, you know, when Fritz turned the company over to Kevin and Kevin realizes Dad's been kind of sandbagging us. He's claiming that he paid us way more than he did. Yep. You know, so like you said, Fritz carnied his own kids. I mean, I think that's a pretty fair assumption. I loved that, and they almost had to.
Yeah.
But the focusing on the Kevin storyline of him, like just being afraid to be around his kids because he didn't want them getting touched by this curse. He was so afraid that, you know, like they used his real name when the baby was born, not his first. You know what I mean?
It's a hell of a touch.
Yeah, dude. Him sleeping in the office and not going home because he was just so afraid it was going to get his kids, man. And you know, that's a legitimate, you know, a fear, I imagine, when everybody's dropping around you. And
absolutely,
as far as like that final boat scene, I think that scene was almost necessary. Like, I don't know where they came up with the idea or who came up with it, but that movie was so freaking heavy.
You got to give them a happy
ending. For a big chunk of that. I mean, dude, it's dark, and it is. It's hard to watch at certain moments, like the scene with Carrie taking his life and Kevin and carrying him into the house and you know, killing himself with his dad's gun that he gifted him, and that's all accurate, you know.
Yeah.
But that boat scene, I think, was something that, man, they had to put something on there to kind of bring a little light into it. And then, you know, the interaction with Kevin and his boys, and obviously he's, you know, his whole family lives on the same property.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, I mean, Kevin, it's very obvious that he was a family guy, and, you know, props to Kevin Von Erich, man, for, you know, everybody's gone. He's the last one still standing, and he's lived a pretty good life, and I think he's a pretty good man. So, you know, all respect to him. It was good. If you guys haven't seen it, by all means, go see it. I know we spoiled some of it,
but don't
trust me, get over it. You're not going to, you know, it's going to be fine when you watch it. You'll understand.
Yeah. Don't let the fact that, you know, we talked a lot about the movie dissuade you from going to see it, because if you're a wrestling fan, even if you're not a wrestling fan, but you want to go see a good movie. This is something you need to take a couple of hours and go see.
Well, gentlemen, let's transition. And there was a heated debate on our chat due to the return of a former WWE champion and what it may do for plans of the future. Dennis, start us off with how you damn near broke the chat that day.
You mean when
talking about me and you?
Yep.
Oh my God.
I thought he was going to talk about how I was like, oh my God, Jinder Mahal's back.
Oh God, we
But
did not say
no.
we were talking gender.
Well,
we are hindering the gender. We don't have time for him.
Okay, first off, there is no doubt that The Rock is probably hands down the biggest star ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way even when Austin comes back and that glass breaks, I still, as much as I love Steve and I do, dude, it ain't nothing like when that music hits and Rock walks out, dude. It's like you're at home. You're getting chills at home, bro. You're at home. You're like,
did you guys see that video of Samantha Irvin's reaction?
Oh, dude, that was
awesome.
Out? Yeah.
Like she literally almost jumped out of her seat.
Like, well, dude, imagine that's probably the first time she's ever been able to like say his name. You know, I mean, to be
Ricochet
able to
is a lucky man. He's
dude, yeah.
but no, it's
not bad for a mid card wrestler.
Yeah, dude. Let me be a mid carder for that.
But it was just, and the thing was, it did get heated, but it was perfect. Like we kept it civil, you know. It never got out of line.
Well, get to it, Junior. How did you get it heated? What did we start with? Today.
Oh God. I'd have to almost go back in the chat and look it up and see.
I got this, brother. You said some dumb shit, and I called you out on it.
God.
So I think what we came up with is like I'm not. I think what started was like, him doing that head of the table line. Obviously, we knew what he was, what's going on. I mean that's laying the groundwork for Roman and Rock, and I get that. And of course, Dennis, you know, his concern with Cody and his story and how this is going to affect that. And I simply made the remark that I just don't see Rock going over Roman.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't see it either.
If Rock comes back and goes over Roman, can't hear you, bro.
What would the point be?
That's my point. Yeah, that's like I don't see it happening. I think it's going to be a great match. I think it's going to be one of those deals where, and this is what I was saying in the chat, and this is what initially started the debate was, I feel like it's going to be a great match. I feel like it's going to be one of those matches where nobody's going to have a clear advantage. Nobody's going to dominate the other. I think it's going to be a back and forth, to and fro, quick counts, that kind of stuff. A lot of quick counts, a lot of near falls, and somehow Roman's going to win at the end, whether it's by help or, in my opinion, Roman's got to win this clean.
Yeah,
he hasn't won cleanly enough. Rock is the biggest legitimate. He's the most legitimate star that they have, and just the fact that he's coming back now to main event WrestleMania Night 2 with Roman just points to that fact. I mean, Roman is here. Like he's, you know, Rock's here and Roman's just below him in the food chain because Rock is who he is. Roman's got to beat him clean, and he's got to beat him on his own. And I think that's what's going to happen. But what I merely said is like, maybe there's I would like to see somewhere where maybe Cody goes after Damian Priest, gets somehow, that would be the match he has WrestleMania Night 1. And the contents of the case would be what's up for grabs. And if Cody can win the match, wins the case, this back and forth brutal fight between Rock and Roman, where he's completely weakened, you know, barely wins. He has nothing left. That would be a great time for Cody to run in, cash in, and close out Night 2 as the World Heavyweight Champion by beating Roman. And Dennis' remark was that you thought that was a heel move, right?
Yes. The cash-ins were heel moves.
that cash-ins were more heel moves. And my point was like, I think Joey said it best. I don't remember, it was a few weeks ago. Like, it's a brand new world, man.
Yeah. But I'm going to help Dennis out.
Oh, shit.
Do it. Yeah, I'd like to hear it.
I think The Rock beats Roman at WrestleMania, but it's not for the title. I think Roman and Cody main event night 1. Roman and Cody for the title on night 1. And that is your main event. Cody gets to finish his stupid fucking story already. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, let's drag that fucking thing out. So we get, everybody's happy. Everybody, hey, fucking Cody won the title.
Yay.
Night 2, Roman is furious. Because I don't think it's not going to be a dominant win. It's going to be one of those, like,
he squeaks
by. Roman, squeaks by. I want to see him win the Honestly, I want to see. Here's how I want it to play out. I want Cody to fucking win the title with a fucking roll up. Win the heavyweight fucking title. Yep.
Yeah.
Done. No finisher. Just a shock, quick ending. Right.
Yep.
Roman shows up for night 2. He's furious. Guess who else is there on night 2? The Rock. Saying, hey, you don't even have the title, but tonight we're going to see if you're still the head of the table. And then they fucking go at it, and then they main event night 2. So that makes the WWE happy. They can get fucking 2 main events out of Roman Reigns in 1 WrestleMania. I think they'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
1, 2. It gives and honestly, The Rock can go over then. The Rock can win because now the story is, well, Roman just fought Cody last night.
Yeah.
It's not fair. You
get Roman and redemption arc.
And that's why you have Cody win. Like I said, give him the roll up. It gives it like that dusty type finish. Plus, it makes Roman still look strong.
Yeah.
He doesn't look any weaker in it, right? And then everybody goes home happy because, hey, The Rock showed up. The Rock beat Roman. Rock's the new head of the table. Then The Rock shows up and he's like, yeah, the bloodline's over. And then Roman comes back and does all his bullshit and starts it all up again because The Rock had to go off and film another movie.
Yeah.
I think that's feasible.
That is.
It would be great to see him do that. Like The Rock become the head of the table. Roman remakes the bloodline, but we completely get a remake. I'm talking, this is where you bring in Jacob Fatu. This is where you bring in some other of the dynasty that's willing and ready to come up.
I would love that.
And if Roman fulfills like 50% of his committed wrestling dates in one weekend, by getting those 2 matches.
You're really on him about that, aren't you, dude? That's just like it's just sticking in your craw.
You're so bitter.
I would love all of that, but my thing is,
my only
that
problem
out of Mania.
That's what I was going to say too. That was my only complaint, is that leaves Punk out of a main event Mania this year.
Yeah, but you know what though?
We know how much he wants that. He's wanted that for like 10 years, guys.
Dude, don't be a bitch.
But I mean, technically, right but see, the thing is, if they went with what Joey K suggested, which I actually like, technically a lot of times they like to treat the opening match of WrestleMania as almost just as important as the last match, so you could almost have Punk versus.
That's what they did to him the last time when having the Taker match was just as important as the main event. But
well, honestly, they don't have to make The Rock and Roman the main event of night 2. It can happen in night 2.
No, they don't.
Start
that
open. You're absolutely right.
Open, middle, or and you're still good because Roman's technically not supposed to be there now and have Punk Rollins still main event night 2. So that's what's advertised.
Yeah.
But don't even advertise that The Rock's there. Don't even advertise that The Rock's there. Just let him show the fuck up. Roman comes out pissed because let Roman start the show.
Yeah,
he comes out pissed
be on the mic.
He wants his title back. He feels like he got robbed. And then the fucking Rock's music hits, and like nobody knows he's gonna show up there because it's not fucking announced. I mean, you can do that, and that way everybody's happy. Everybody wins.
Man, we should be getting checks from WWE Creative.
Yeah,
I like my storyline better.
Man.
Of course,
I like my storyline better.
Yeah, I like that it's finished.
But going back to our debate, the reason why I said what I said is because Cody's always portrayed himself as
good,
the old school, squeaky clean baby face. And I just feel like if he were to win the title via a cash-in, I just think it doesn't have that same effect as like, Joey K said, if he wins, with a roll-up at, in the main event of WrestleMania Night 1, and
this is my issue.
He can roll.
You
he can roll him up on a cash-in, dude, if that's what you wanted to happen.
You look at
I just don't think
it's or not. That's my hang up.
Cash-ins. Here's my question. You look at cash-ins, famous cash-ins for the men is leaning heavy heel for the men, but the women have had faces cash in and it works. So why couldn't it work
numerous times?
Yeah, for the men.
And there's still been plenty of men.
The reason why.
Plenty of men who are faces though have cashed in too, and it's not hindered them at all. It's been
not
successful.
Hindered the gendered at all.
Yeah.
We shall see.
And the reason why I liked it, and my whole point is like Rock's still there. So Roman Rock have the match. Roman wins, barely able to stand. Cody comes out, cashes in. The bloodline rushes. Rock fights them all off. Cody wins the title. Cody's standing there in the ring with the Rock, and Rock raises his hand and gives him the rub. How's Cody not still a face at that point? You're standing next to the most popular professional wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. I mean, can you not say Rock's he's going to be as big as Ric Flair by the time he's Flair's age, which isn't long. Rock's in his 50s, bro. So, I mean, has Rock not touched pop culture? How many people? My daughter dressed up like him for Halloween or for one of her school things a couple of years ago with the black turtleneck and the chain and the fanny pack and shit. He's kind of iconic himself. So
listen to these cash-ins. These are face cash-ins. Rob Van Dam on John Cena.
But he announced his match ahead of time. He didn't just show up.
That
was
one of my favorites. I love that one too.
And Biggie on Lashley. These are faces that successfully cashed in.
Yeah,
but those are different. They're different. I think they're a different type of baby face compared to Cody.
So the white baby face can't do
it. The guy's not. He's not a superhero.
I'm gonna stick
You're
to my
acting like
opinion.
he's fucking Superman or some shit. I don't get your hang up. That's my issue with it. I understand what you're saying.
Keep having the issue because I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change my opinion.
Let me explain what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying, and it's your opinion, and I completely respect it. I just don't understand what the hang up is. That's where I have an issue with it. I mean, it's one of those deals like it's the same thing you said when you said like, well, Sting can be in the main event even though he can't work a main event. Why? Because he can't. Like that's not an opinion based in any kind of information that helps me understand is my point. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just giving my opinion.
You have no idea what I'm saying. Okay.
No, I get it.
And I respect that. And that's completely fine. I'm just that's where I'm hung up.
This is why we had to bring it to the show, ladies and gentlemen, because
it's just
how it transpired on the chat, and I just had to see it in person.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, dude, it's not an opinion if it's your personal choice.
I've been waiting days to see this. I've been waiting since Monday to see this actually in person instead of just
that's why I'm
reading fucking messages.
That's where I keep kind of, and he texted me after we got done.
I bet he did.
Really good, healthy debate.
Fucking knew it.
I was like, yeah, it was, buddy. It really was. Yeah, dude. We always, whenever we go back and forth, we always text and be like, we're good, right? Because I don't want you to think I'm being a dick. Because for me, it's not that I don't appreciate your opinion. I do. I just don't know where you come up with this stuff and why. And if it's just well, Cody's a good guy, and I don't think this is, it's a personal thing, then it ain't an opinion. It's your personal choice. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Do you understand the words that are
it's
coming out of his mouth?
It's the same as like people like, well, I like chocolate cake. Well, why do you like chocolate cake? I don't know. I just do.
You know what, buddy?
Well, you like it for the taste, or you like it for the texture, or whatever the case may be.
Dennis
interpret it how you want.
Dennis likes his white meat baby faces to be pure baby faces.
Yeah,
we don't have enough of those in wrestling, and Cody is one of the
dude. He so wants the golden age to resurrect itself. He wants to go back to everybody having jobs and beating up jobbers.
Fucking
Yeah.
No.
Dude, next week, Dennis is gonna have a picture. Dennis will have his picture with Duke the Dumpster Drosy on it.
Like, actually, no, I don't have a picture with Duke the Dumpster Drosy, and I don't want to see someone portraying a garbage man or a hockey player or whatever else the fuck
Isaac Yankum DMD.
DDS.
Or is it because you've met Cody and you just think he's a really great guy?
No, I honest to God I just don't think it suits his character. But that's
shout out the Goon though. God damn, what up?
The Goon. I like the Goon. He was
I love
WCC. He was a world class championship
like
guy.
hockey skates.
Oh,
Jesus.
dude, they were awesome,
gentlemen.
They were awesome.
We've gone at about an hour now with our tomfoolery. We
still haven't touched the real bullshit though.
What's the real bullshit?
The real bullshit is the devil reveal.
Make it quick. Let's go,
dude.
We have to fucking talk about it.
Okay. I'll go first because
we're making up for not having an episode last week by going long.
I'll go first because mine's quick. I literally it's masturbation without the payoff.
Jesus Christ.
They've been jerking us off for 3 weeks and it's just like off the tip, baby. Nothing happened.
3 weeks, 3 months.
3 months, dude.
Whatever.
Holy fucking Christ. Yeah. Punk was still employed when this shit was happening.
People thought it was
making more money now.
yeah, god damn. Jesus fucking Christ.
I almost would have rather had fucking Jungle Boy Jack Perry be the fucking demon or devil. I swear to God.
Well, it'd give me more to talk about.
Dude, it was such a wasted payoff. I put that up there with like some of the worst shit I had seen in a very long time. And that's kind of why I'm scared that AEW is going to go the TNA Hogan route, is because the dumb shit is where it starts, man.
And dude, it's basically they resurrected the Undisputed Era from WWE.
Yeah.
No, it's the Undisputed Kingdom. It's different.
Whatever, dude. It's not different.
It's fucking. I mean,
Cole's the star. And they're all going to be carrying his bags and bringing him, mineral water and shit for his hair.
My thing is this: it's exactly the fucking thing that we all thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You're surprised that it's fucking Bennett and Taven? I'm not. You surprised it's Roddy? I'm not. Surprised it's Wardlow? Kind of not, because goddamn, I mean,
when you think about it, it makes sense.
He only owns one pair of shitty ass wrestling boots, and I saw them bitches on one of the mascots. I said, "Oh, that motherfucker's Wardlow."
Was it?
Yeah,
sure. There was a meme about cheap it's ass. Like when you have to do the fucking wear your devil fucking mask. But you have a match next, and his hair comes out all fucked up from the wearing the ski mask shit. Like, dude, all right, like whatever.
They gave up faster on Wardlow than I did on an X.
Dude, yeah.
Bro, they gave Wardlow one night with the title, and then we're like, you know what, this guy's just a power bomb. God damn.
Yeah.
I should have gave up on that one sooner than I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it off 3 seconds earlier.
We're about to retire that picture too.
I need to. Jesus. It's 2024. I left my bad decisions to know 2023.
Did you though?
You know what?
Right.
Yeah, we know you seen her when you went home, dog. Don't you?
I did not. I put that on everything. I love.
Guys, go get some fried rice and hang out.
Yeah, we went to fucking the Riviera Steakhouse.
Netflix and chill.
Watch Backstage Wrestle Kingdom.
More like New Japan World and chill, dog. Like, yeah, no, yeah. The Adam
took her to Ulta. Bought her some eye makeup.
All right.
Dumbasses.
The Adam Cole thing though, it was just the most obvious shit. Like it just got like, all right, let's just get it over with. And but my bigger thing is this: the fucking Tony Khan bullshit. You're gonna go into the fucking press conference bullshit, whatever, And you're gonna fucking make a joke knowing goddamn well somebody's gonna talk about the Jericho shit that happened the same fucking week.
Yeah.
And you're gonna treat it like a fucking joke. Like, that tells me way fucking more about Tony Khan than anything else.
I
sure.
didn't sign an NDA to be here tonight. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean, that shit is like, yo, that's some serious shit, dude. Maybe you shouldn't have wore the fucking stupid hat and glasses thing, and let me try to be funny and cool. And somebody's
That
like,
was his-
do you
that
have
was a
anything to
hat?
say about the allegations against Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
One of your major fucking stars?
Yeah.
We're not commenting at this time. Yeah, you're not
Right.
commenting this time because you don't know how to fucking fire him.
Right.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
And
and his answer was like a Republican fucking town hall, just talking in circles, and nothing was ever said.
Dude, and let's be honest here. This whole, oh, you're guilty till you're proven innocent. Yo, when that fucking Kylie Ray shit came up years ago, like 4 fucking years ago, there was talk about Jericho being involved with it.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, there's more allegations, and everybody's like,
she was one of their biggest signs, man. Remember when they did the press conference and they had all the meet and greets? She was one of the first people that came out. They were so hyped on her.
Exactly.
She has done nothing but spiral since she signed with AEW.
And well, she left. She was there for a fucking cup of coffee, and obviously, and that rumor came out.
Room, whatever the case may be.
That story came out, and it kind of disappeared, and we didn't hear anything about it. But she fucking dipped out. She's been gone, and she's been in and out of wrestling since. And I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, it's her mental health. It's her mental health." Well, yeah, probably. If she's accusing one of the biggest fucking stars in pro wrestling, of some fucked up stuff, like, okay, I get that. But the whole, like, you got to treat that shit serious. And we've seen what it's done to other people's careers, whether it was true or not. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Whether it was legal or maybe just morally questionable, but still legal. We know guys like that too.
Yeah.
I miss Marty.
But Jericho's not above anybody else. He's not above anybody else. And if that shit is true, Tony Khan better fucking fire him. And if he doesn't, or actually, yeah, that's really the only thing. If Tony Khan doesn't fucking kick Jericho out and say we're done with that because we can't, then everything that he has built in all these years of AEW isn't worth shit. It's really not.
It's done.
And
since you
we're all inclusive, unless one of our top stars sexually assaulted you allegedly, that. But other than that, we're all inclusive. Like, no, you can't have your fucking cake and eat it too, man. Like, you can't do it like that. You got to publicly rail against Punk and the whole shit. The EVPs, the Bucks, Hangman, all that shit. And that's just personal shit. That's just fucking a couple guys who don't like each other fighting. We're not talking about shit that is some serious fucking, like, sexual assault type shit. Like,
allegedly.
We're talking about the boys having a problem with each other and fighting each other, fist fighting backstage. And you're gonna make a big deal about firing Punk. But if you don't do that to fucking Jericho for something, in my opinion, way, 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 way more serious. You bet. Good luck. Enjoy the last days.
All credibility is out the door. Yeah.
Enjoy the last days of AEW because honestly, that's where it's
going.
That's where it's going right now. Right now,
gentlemen. We've been oddly negative. I would like to hear Dennis's happy take on the Devil reveal.
All I'm gonna say is that it made sense, and sometimes you got to go with what makes sense. Like, I would rather them go this route than, let's just say, debut, Dolph Ziggler just for the sake of debuting a new face when, having the risk making even less sense than having Adam Cole.
Hate to spoil it for you, but he ain't debuting in AEW, bud.
No, I know. I already saw it, so I know that was spoiled for me and stuff. But I mean, and that's why I'm not as in an uproar about it as much as a lot of people out there on the old Twitter or X machine appear to be about it and stuff. But I mean, I really didn't. The promo that was cut on Dynamite, I wasn't a huge fan of, so I don't know. But I mean, the reveal made sense to me, and that was about it and stuff. So,
well, all right. Sean, what were you going to say before I had to get a breath of happy air?
I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to give Dennis shit for his take. Nah,
here we go.
I'm going to leave you alone on that one.
Gee, thanks.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I just feel like AEW just seems to be a sinking ship right now. I mean, and I watched Wednesday night. I did watch a good part of the show. I just don't. The only highlight of anything that's happened in AEW this year, and I mean the entire year, the only thing that has brought me any joy at all is the fact that Eddie Kingston's walking around with 3 belts, and they're using what I feel like is a quality, old school, great promo. I mean, is he a great worker? No, he's not. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit. He's not. But can he fight? Hell yeah, he can fight.
Mm-hmm.
And he's legitimate. And seeing him walking around with 3 belts and going over on Moxley, which I was kind of surprised happened because Moxley don't lose, man, very much since he's been there. To see what they're doing with Eddie Kingston. Right, dude. I mean, how many matches did Kingston lose before he got on the win streak just to even stay in the tournament, right? He was like,
that would be all
the first 2.
He was on the way out.
Okay, the first 2. So, the storyline that they're, what they're doing with Kingston, they're getting that right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What they're doing with the tag team division, and even the triple, whatever 6-man titles and all. I mean, Tony Storm, Eddie Kingston, and maybe what they're doing with Julia Hart are about the only 3 upsides. I was really glad to see Deonna Purrazzo in AEW. And if you want to give your women's division a little goddamn credibility, that's a great sign.
Absolutely.
Because she can outwork anybody in that company.
My absolute favorite piece of New Jersey trash, Deonna Purrazzo.
She can work, bro. I mean, she can work. She's a legitimate worker. And if she can't give that division some legitimacy, then there's no hope.
But but see, now it's,
and I'm glad she didn't go back to WWE.
Yeah, me too.
But see, now the ball is in the court of Tony Khan and whoever else, decides what women go on, because I mean, there's so many women, but if you're still only getting one women's match, a Dynamite, you still have a huge problem.
Facts.
But you got Tony Storm's killing it, bro. Tony Storm.
I won't disagree with you there. She is killing it.
So now it's time for So Long. Who wants to start us on the offshoots? We're not going
to do rapid fire best matches of last year.
Oh god damn, we're already at 1 hour and 13. It takes 20 minutes for fucking final thoughts.
I can go first on this one. It's real easy. I don't have a best match. I haven't seen one. I've seen some good ones. But I ain't seen anything that set my ass on fire. So next.
All right then, Joey. Fantastic. You guys are great. Thank you.
I really don't.
Let's just.
I don't really have one because.
No, dude. Hey, DJ. That's not an opinion. I'm dead serious. I have not seen anything that lit my ass on fire. I'm not pissing on the question. No. I'm just telling you, I don't have an answer because I don't know there isn't one.
I'll just save it for another time.
When in 2025? What the fuck?
Go ahead, Joey. What do you got?
Dude. Do your question. I'm not trying to shit on it. I just don't have an answer. I really, truly don't.
Yeah, for me, it's really, really difficult because there is like 1 or 2 that kind of stand out. But if I have to give one, I don't know. the trip. I was leaning towards the triple threat: Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus.
Oh, that was so good.
That was
WrestleMania.
I mean, that was a fucking great match. Like, I would say it's probably not the best match of the year, but it's the match that probably stands out to me the most. That's really fucking great. That I didn't expect it to be as great as it was.
Okay, and just to make you happy, I'm going to give you one because one just popped.
No, don't. You don't need to.
No.
Make me happy.
Don't backtrack now.
And the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I was there to see it live. Alex Shelley, Josh Alexander. It was a great fucking main event, and it was a great fucking match. So there you go.
Nice. Dennis.
For me, it was I had a few that were really stood out, but for me, I think the one that had me from beginning to end was MJF versus Danielson in the Iron Man match from Revolution that went 60 minutes, actually over 60 minutes.
Ooh, that's a good
probably one of the better Iron Man matches. Probably one of the better Iron Man matches that it's ever been on.
I still haven't.
I remember us debating if that was one of the best Iron matches of all time.
I think it's up there.
Oh, it's definitely up there. Let's see. For me, I like a lot of weird shit. You guys know I watch a lot of random and different wrestling.
Yeah, your browser history shows that.
Yeah, wrestling wise, dinguses. For me,
call it what you want, bro.
Whatever, dick. It's something that I didn't think I'd see. This guy is actually one of my favorites, and to see him come back into AEW out of nowhere and put on the match he did, pure wrestling style, because I love the pure style. I'm going Shibata Wheeler Yuta.
Okay.
That's a pretty good match.
That's actually a really good match, too.
It's a good match.
Yeah, they tore the house, dude.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Who wants the first shot at our offshoot, the final thoughts segment? Not everybody all at once now.
All right, I'll knock mine out. 2023 is over. 2024, I'm going to be a bigger fucking asshole. I really am. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm happy about it. I hope you're happy about it.
Oh, yes, I'm overjoyed.
Fuck the Cowboys.
I'm thrilled for it.
Fuck the Cowboys. Go Birds. Pitchers and catchers in like a month and a half. What the fuck? Let's go. Yeah. I'm glad the year's over. Had a lot of shitty things in 2023. Had some really great things in 2023. And so far the first few days stacking up fairly decent. So we'll see how the rest of the year goes.
Nice.
Awesome.
Dennis, Silverwolf, or me if somebody wants to end it.
You want to go rock, paper, scissors, Chuckles, or you just want me to let you go first?
You go first.
Okay. No, 2023 was pretty good, man. I mean, wrestling wise, I thought we had plenty to talk about, and I enjoyed doing that. I'm hoping this year we get, a little more positive stuff to say. I would like to sit here and say that it's not that I enjoy being negative about some of the shit we see. It's just, it's negative. So there's nothing really good to say about it. I think WWE's, moving up, man, and I'm enjoying what they're doing there. They're having some solid programming and a lot of great matches going on, and it's been fun to watch. If you can't, if top rising star of 2023, Dominic Mysterio, stop me when I'm telling lies, baby. The guy did, he's done quite a bit in this year, and I'm pretty excited to see where that's going to go. Other than that, man, just this was a tough year. A lot of missteps. Feel like some of this, there's a lot of shit that I went backwards on, and that's, I'm working on that. But just looking forward to, the new year being better, more opportunities for us, a lot more coming up, And, as usual, just glad to be here with you guys. And I missed you. I'm glad everybody's back and safe. And I'm glad you guys all had a good holiday. Love you, brother.
Love you all. Pause for the cause. Dennis, before you go. Rapid fire. We do this every year. I've completely almost fucking didn't even put it in the show. Rapid fire real quick. One answer and one answer only. A prediction for 2024 wrestling.
Ooh. All right, I got one.
Hit it.
And at some point this year, I think Swerve Strickland is going to be AEW champion.
I like it.
Well, there's like 6 belts there. Which one?
No, the actual heavyweight champion, the top belt.
Oh, you think so, huh? Yeah, that's a big guess. Yeah, it's a good one too. You guys getting momentum. Yeah. Well, I was just trying to be specific.
Smart ass.
Yeah.
My prediction is
right.
seeing. Well, I'd rather be a smart ass than a dumb ass, brother.
Fair enough.
That wasn't intended to you. Not that.
No,
wasn't
I know.
directed at you.
No. I know that. I know that. I got you there.
I think he called you a dumbass.
Jovan, quit trying to stir the pot.
My prediction for 2024 is CM Punk will remain employed with WWE for the entire year.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I cannot wait for that one to be wrong. Premiere.
Before the end of 2024, Scandal will rock AEW.
Oh, that's low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit. Like
I'll add on to it. I would go as far as saying that they're greatly going to struggle on their next TV deal if it actually happens.
Yeah,
that's how much. We're probably going to.
Well, people don't.
2024, we're probably going to see AEW flip to some streaming service because they won't be on cable.
Oh,
because of Scandal.
That's a big one.
Dude, they don't make people sign NDAs because they ain't got shit to hide, man.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Hey, I'm just saying.
That's a good one.
The writing's been on the wall. The writing's been on the wall for over a year now. And now it's, when your biggest superstar gets hit with allegations like that, and you're trying to just like, oh no, we're just going to keep going forward instead of addressing anything.
Yeah, dude, you can't. He's been the face of the company. He's been the face for the entire time.
Day one.
All right.
Since day one. He's
2023. 2023. No,
Roman's the one.
Oh,
damn you guys. 2023.
Spit it out.
Son of a bitch.
On, let's go.
Come on, Javon.
God damn it.
Last year. You got to give it to him. Go.
Last year I said that Bray Wyatt would get repackaged, and of course it kind of happened.
You fucking bad. You sick fucker.
He got repackaged back home. I wasn't very specific on how he
got repackaged to the afterlife, bro. What the fuck? Why would you even go there? I would have just ignored that you said that.
In 2024,
I haven't done this in a long time. The opinions of the hot one are his and his alone, and they do not reflect the views and opinions of the rest of the shooting shit crew.
In 2024, I'm gonna continue with my
who are you killing this year?
I'm gonna continue with my wrestling Deadpool predictions. And
if you say CM Punk, I'm gonna fucking choke you with your foot.
No, I'm not gonna do CM Punk. Jeez, that would be great though. I would.
Oh wow! Damn, that's cold.
No, I'm not.
Hey, my 2024 wrestling Deadpool's Kenny Omega.
My God, that was actually. I was gonna go there, but I decided not to because my 2024 wrestling Deadpool is gonna be Ric Flair.
Oh,
you don't.
You're fucking top of the leaderboard,
dog.
Rick has kicked out at 2 so many times.
I don't know where it's got.
Dude.
He's getting to be like Scott Hall, dude.
2.5.
Motherfucker kicked out at 2.999, and then
You see that he came out with an energy drink, right?
Yeah. Woo.
Their sponsor.
Energy. Not ours.
I was
Fuck
trying.
ours.
No, they're a
DJ, you
sponsor
bought a
of
case of
AEW.
The
Have you
fuck do
bought a
I
case
care
of that
about
yet?
AEW making money?
No, I don't drink. I don't do energy drinks.
All
You
right,
don't drink.
DJ.
We don't want to just buy one for the shelf.
Nope.
What's your
Maybe you could get him to sign it.
what's your final thought, Dennis?
Then what are you just doing? Snorting honey buns? What do you do for energy, bud?
It's a natural high.
Smart honey buns.
Autism. Bah, bah, bah.
Hey,
I hear.
I'm not making grilled cheeses at night, man.
All right, dude.
Anybody tells me it's a natural
dude.
high.
Let him do
it's
his talk.
naturally autism. Go ahead.
Well, first off, my son is on the spectrum, so please be respectful of that.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude. Yes. Yeah.
Just
So,
the sun.
My
Yeah,
son's on
but,
the spectrum too. So just he really is.
Yeah.
I've got Spectrum Internet, so I feel you guys.
Yeah, I'm just a dickhead.
There you
So
go.
is my brother, and I make fun of it all the time because I'm an asshole. So
Yeah, there you go.
I still love him.
But you're our asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta laugh at shit.
And
Man.
by the
You
way,
gotta laugh
that was
at it.
actually a Theo Vaughn bit. So if you guys listen to it,
yeah,
Javon knows.
Yeah. I knew what it
Yeah,
was.
so-
I knew what it was.
I did the Shane Gillis grilled cheese, so you know.
All right. So
I'm not
for
making
me,
them at night,
Awesome.
Dad. Go ahead.
So for me, usually New Year, happy times and stuff, but the New Year's a little bit of always gets off to a little bit of a bittersweet start for me because January 2nd is my dad's birthday, and this year he would have been 75, and it's also the birthday of my best friend from grade school, who I haven't spoken to or seen in almost 12 years, and it's just it's really with my. I'm gonna start with my dad. I mean,
How long did it take you to graduate grade school?
Unreal.
I'm sorry. Come on, dude. I'm sorry.
I say you drive down and you go down 59 right now and whoop his ass.
I think so, Dennis.
I got to go a lot
probably-
farther down than just 59 to do that.
Yeah, buddy.
But
I don't know the highways.
it's just it's a rough time for me because, again, like I said, my dad would have been 75, and it's just, unfortunately, you guys, and none of you guys ever got a chance to meet him. But if you would have, he was just like the ultimate, like, dad. Like, he made sure that everybody else was taken care of before he was, and and it's just, he was the most selfless, the strongest person, just the best representation of a human being in my eyes. And it's just, I don't talk about him every day, but I don't ever tell me that I don't think about him every day, because I do in some way, shape, or form. It could be the littlest things. I could like see a movie. Like, I think my dad, even though he's not a wrestling fan, he probably would have liked the Iron Claw. I think about certain movies that I've seen over the years since he's passed. Like, God, I would have loved to have watched that with him, or something I saw on TV, or, Matthew's really getting into monster trucks, and actually one of his Christmas presents is I'm taking him to see Hot Wheels Monster Truck Show in a couple weeks at the Now Arena. My dad probably would have liked something like that, and it's just, I think about all these things that he's missing out on with, Matthew's getting older and, going further into his education, and, some potentially, big things in the works for Matthew when it comes to his education that I'll go into detail with at a later time and stuff. But it's just, it always makes me think about how much I miss him and just how much I still wish he was here. But with what he dealt with the last few weeks of his life, I wouldn't want him back under those circumstances, because he didn't deserve to go out the way that he did. And Sean is probably the only one that really knows, because that was, because Sean and I were friends at the time, and Sean knew what I was going through and watching what it did to me to see what my dad was going through at that time and stuff. And just, it was rough. And then going to my best friend from grade school and stuff. I wish I knew what happened to cause things to go the way they did, but it's kind of one of those things that I don't know if anyone, including his own mother, will know, because he just dropped off the face of the earth or went off the grid just like all of a sudden one day. And there's some things that happened that I'm not going to discuss on here because it's not my place and it's not, it's not really anyone's business and stuff. And it's out of respect to not only him, but his mom, who is like another mom to me. In fact, I call her mom because she was actually really close with my actual mother and stuff, and she's lucky if she hears from him once every few months and stuff. I mean, I know he's alive. I know approximately or an idea of where he's staying and stuff, but I just wish he could see, I wish would have been around. I wish he could have been around for my wedding because he would have been my best man. I wish he could have been there to see the birth of my son and just all these things that I've gotten into and things I do, including this show over the years. And it's just, at the beginning of the year, while it's always, time to turn the page in a new chapter, it's just always those first couple of days are a little bit rough on me just because of that January 2nd and stuff, and it's just, I think about, how much I was looking forward to doing this show because, especially today, because it allowed me to say what I'm saying now and just to kind of get that off my chest. And it just, I always talk about how much I appreciate all three of you, and I really do. Even Sean when he's an asshole at times and stuff, and stuff and that. But I mean, I wouldn't, and it may bug me, it may annoy me, but you know what, Sean, I wouldn't want you to change one damn bit because if you changed, then you wouldn't be the Silver Wolf that I'm proud to call my best friend and my brother. So, the same thing for you two guys,
that, brother. I love you.
I love you too, man. And I love you, Joe Yvonne, and I love you too, Joey K and stuff. And it's just, I really am excited for what the future of this show could possibly bring and stuff. And it's just, 2023 was a year of growth, but you know what? Let's make this year the year that we really grow and take this thing that this show we call, or this thing that we like to call a show to new heights and stuff. So, thank you. And, I love you guys.
Love you too, man. That's beautiful.
Love you too, buddy.
And real quick before you go, Jovan, I really wanted to tell you this. Well, you know what? I mean, I know your mom watches the show and is an avid supporter of the show. And thank you, Mama Tuhati. But your mom said something really nice in response to the post I made about my dad. On the second about my dad and stuff. And it's just, if you get a chance to tell your mom how much that just meant the world to me because she didn't have to say what she said, but just for her to take the time just to type that out and say what she said, man, that meant the world to me. So thank you, Mama Tuhati.
I will, man. And unfortunately I never got the chance to meet your father, but I mean, I know you, and I had to think, he had a lot of raising you and making you who you are. So that's how, honor his memories, being who you are, man, and who he made you.
I always said if I could be at least half the dad to Matthew as he was to me, I think Matthew would be in a really good spot.
That's beautiful.
So, so you're going to get a Christian t-shirt now? Christian Cage t-shirt?
Fuck you.
I'm sorry, man. I love you. I love you.
No,
I just had to. That popped in my head.
You know what?
How long have you been sitting on that?
I was gonna ask that too. Like, how long were you waiting for to do that?
About 4 minutes right now, man. I just been cooking that for a while.
Fuck's over here in the damn Christian Cage long sleeve.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I love you, man.
God damn. That's a Joey K-ness there.
It's not going to be a show, correct, if I'm not fucking just being a complete asshole to all of you. Fuck.
Well, I'll make mine quick so we can go home. We're being a little long tonight, but I think we had some good discussions.
I'm already home, so.
I'm taking the show off the air. But Happy New Year to everybody. 2023 was a hell of a year. 2024 hopefully is better. We gave some good hot takes. We gave some good predictions. We gave a lot of insight to who we are, man. It's like I said, 2024 for me is just being more intentional about being better at any aspect. I feel like if I could just try to be better at anything, something will hit and stick. So we'll see what happens. But
dude, I hope it works out for you. Then you'll have more than 5 minutes of work.
Yeah, I know. That's the big one. It's more than 5 minutes. It sucks. But I'm hoping to have that fixed and hoping we have a good year, man. Hoping we have a good year for the show. We've got some things cooking. Hopefully it comes out great. Also, shout out to everybody for listening. You guys know we did give ourselves a week off last week so we can be here for you guys tonight.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, some of us were sick, so I'm still trying not to cough.
There's 2 of them that have been sick. You've been sick. Silverwolf's been sick. Dennis was sick the week before.
Yeah, the week before that, Dennis was sick.
COVID.
All y'all Tourette's
Whole family, dude.
Sophia
kept coming down every time Sophia came downstairs, she would, because all 3 of us had it. She was like, "Hello, COVID family." That's fun. We had a good.
You guys are mass spreaders. You guys need some vitamin C in your rotation, so get that in there so we can keep doing these shows for everybody that listens, like the guy at Culver's.
No offense, bro, but I'm not gonna take health advice from you, okay?
Hey,
you Uber Indian food to your house.
I'm never fucking sick, so I mean, you can kiss my whole ass.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
It's a lot of kissing. But yeah, man. Hey, dude, I fucking love Indian food. You don't like Indian food? Racist.
No.
That's why he was so not overwhelmed with Jinder Mahal. I see you hindered the gender because you're racist on Indians, Sean. Let's dig in real quick.
No,
I laughed my ass off when Jinder came out. I'm like, motherfucker.
I love Yellowstone.
You dumbass, you played the opening.
Did I really?
Dude, good thing 2024 didn't end like 2023.
Good Lord.
As much as things change, they always stay the same.
Yeah. We still suck at this.
Fucking, I hate it here.
Sorry, bro.
Legends of the Ring Sting, man. This is a great figure, old school figure. Looks great. It's Sting! Old school Sting from WCW. Guys, you know us, 3/4 of the Shooting Shit team. And we're here with a listener just like you guys. This is Jimmy from Super Powers Comics.
My friend of almost 20 years. He's known him since you were 12.
If you know people in Chicago, you probably know Dennis because he knows half the town, of course. But shooters, if you need action figures, comics, wrestling memorabilia, we just showed you Sting. Super Powers Comics. We'll put up their QR code so you can get a good look at everything they have coming. Give it a shot, shooters. Get your superpowers on and get your comics from our friend Jimmy, who listens just like you.
Attention wrestling fans and fans of Shootin' Shit podcasts. You can now be one of the cool kids by going to ProWrestlingTees.com and buy the official Shootin' Shit t-shirt. Buy it now and be there at ringside.
Be sure to check us out on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@SHOOTINGSHT. Find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/groups/SHOOTINSHT. Check us out on TikTok at SHOOTINSHIT. And you can buy your official Shootin' Shit shirt at www.ProWrestlingTees.com/SHOOTINSHT. And thanks for watching.